Let's begin, shall we?
Alright, I'm gonna see how this goes, and yeah, we'll see how long stream goes. Yeah, I have a bit of a sore throat today, so yeah, we'll see how things go. I did make myself some tea. Yeah. So today at least, like, it's not, I don't know if it's my allergies, it probably is, because like everything outside is blooming, but I don't feel like the pressure in the middle of my face. It's just my throat has just been sore all day. Do you need ramen or pho? Probably. Yeah, the only time it didn't hurt is when I was eating lunch because it was nice and warm. And like I said, I made some tea. Hopefully I can make it last, and yeah, we'll make it through. But yeah, and my throat doesn't get better, I need to just take tomorrow off work because I have too many sick days and I should start using them more. I absolutely know you would, Major. You do not need to do that, but thank you though. I have some tea. I have some more. Um, so the like best use by date was like a week ago, so I'm like, yeah, this tea's still fine. So um, I probably just use as much of it as I can. I will let you know, Major. He doesn't know what he's saying. He's saying, I mean, yeah, you're not wrong, Rad. Um, all right, let's. Yeah, leaf water rarely goes bad, and like I smelt it, I took a look at, or I smelled it. I took a look at it, and like it looked fine, it smelled fine. I was like, yeah, it's probably fine. So, all right, let's start up our puzzle. See how this thing goes. Good luck. Oh, we got two easy ones. So, Mad Max Fury Road with the E with the... What's the double dot thing? It's not an umlaut, is it? Either way, it's Zoe Kravitz. It's an umlaut. Okay, I was right. And then Zodiac is going to be... Jan. Hi. Hello. Welcome in, Raiders. Um, yeah. We be raiding. Welcome in. Hope everyone is having a good day. We are in the middle of doing our start of stream puzzle. So we got our and we're on a timer. So, yeah. Hi, hello, welcome in everyone. Levington, Soakin, Yun, Rebecca, hi, hello. You have buttons to press? So the way that this one works is we have clues across that'll tell us like a movie, a role. This is going to be a very easy one. It's okay. Sevigny. I knew the name. I did not know how to spell it. So I know the answer to this one already. It's going to give us a clue. For this one, it's a character, and this one is Legolas. So we know Orlando Bloom played Legolas, so we plug that in here. The ultimate goal is to figure out the mystery actor, which is the highlighted red boxes going up and down. So we got quite a few of the first name. The only one we're missing is an Oscar winner from 2012. The Oscar winner ones are so tough because I always forget who won in what year. Yeah. Jordan Belfort. Was Leonardo DiCaprio's character in The Wolf of Wall Street. Oscar winner in 2007. Yeah, okay. I don't watch the Oscars, so can't help you there. Yeah, I always skip the Oscar winner in whatever year because yeah, I can never remember those. It's more I like when they give us characters, the movie, or sometimes they will give us quotes as well. Those are the ones that I prefer. Someone in Star Wars: The Last Jedi. This one's going to be tough because the number of letters. So it's not Daisy Ridley. I don't think it's Oscar Isaac. No. John Boyega. So the first name has to be Brian for the verb. Yeah, it's Brian Cox. Spoilers. Justin Theroux. Yeah, he might have been in there as like a stormtrooper or something. Yeah, obviously the last letter has to be an X, and that was the other thing I was trying to think of. Might be. Eroux. Yeah, I've only seen The Last Jedi once, and don't intend on seeing it again. Well done, team. And it was Justin Theroux. So the one we did not get, or the Oscar winner from 2012, was Jean Dujardin from The Artist, and then Jennifer Hudson in 2007 for Dreamgirls. Any real Star Wars fan has only seen The Last Jedi once. I've only ever seen any of the new trilogy once. The only... The only Disney Star Wars movie that I've seen more than once is Rogue One. And that's just because rewatching Andor, or watching Andor. Well done, Fitty fam. Exactly. It erased our previous streak, but we were at like... We had only missed 2, but We got the last two, so we're doing alright. Rogue One is the only one we're seeing more than once before Andor and after Andor. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, and it is probably controversial, and I know Major won't agree with me on this, but I think Andor is the only Star Wars TV show worth watching. Because I know Major loves the little groglet. She's got her... Oh, that's Rad's emote for the dancing Grogu. Okay, so... it's Rad's and it's perfect. Yes. Before we get into writing of stuff and things, I did some homework off stream. So one thing I usually do when I'm trying to come up with titles is I go through my music. And so I went through and pulled out a bunch of titles of songs that I think could also relate in some way to the screenplay we're writing. So, PRB have to hit up the little Jedi's room. Alright. So, I came up with this list for possible titles. I have not done that specifically, Rebecca. I am pretty well watched in movies, but obviously I have not seen everything. And most titles are probably used somewhere by someone on something. But as far as I know, none of these have been used. Like, Strangers, technically, there's a movie series out right now called The Strangers, but... made the mistake of calling books City of Light. There are lots of them, harder to market. Yeah, so... one screenplay I wrote quite a few years ago was about two artists connecting and building a relationship mostly online. And one of them was the lead singer for a band. So I was trying to come up with names for the band, and like I kept switching around and doing different stuff. And then I finally was like, oh, I got a good one. I'm going to settle on this one. And I was like, her band's name is going to be called Break the Silence. I really like that. Like, it fits in thematically with some stuff in the movie. And, like, I was super happy about that. I didn't know that this really popular K-pop band that everyone kept talking about, BTS, stood for Break the Silence. So I was like, yeah, I need to change that. So, yes, we have all been there, I am sure. Yeah, like, it is a cool band name. It was one of those things where, like, I've heard people talk about BTS here and there, but, like, not my kind of music, so I never really looked into anything past that. And then, yeah, somehow I stumbled across and found out that's what it stood for, and I was like, I need to change this band name in my movie. Young with the early redeem. I don't know that she's done 10 TV shows. We can We can try. Make it work, funny man. Okay. Alright, yeah, I'll try to post this list or link to this list in the Discord, so yeah. Let me know if any of these sound good as a possible title. Now I have to figure something out. So, Yun, are we doing the roles or the shows themselves? Roles first. This is probably not going to be a top 10 list. Can already tell you number 1 is going to be lessons in chemistry. Let's zoom in. What are these commands? If you type in commands, you can see a list of all of our commands. Okay, and it does not separate them out into movies and TV shows. Alright, let's zoom in. I have not watched The Bear. She was in one episode. I have not seen it. I need to get around to watching The Bear at some point. Lessons in Chemistry, I already said, is going to be number 1. Excellent show. She's excellent in it. Yeah. Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. I've not watched it. I watched the movie. Yeah, didn't need to watch an animated version of it. Housebroken. Have not seen. Another animated show that she did a voice for. Video, TV. Yeah, we'll go her appearance in the post-credit scene of Miss Marvel. We got 2. Video game, video. The Messy Truth in VR. Have not seen it. Short, music video, movie, music video, Community. Yes, she was in Community. Chillin says he loves listening to you, but it's time for me to go upstairs and put my headset on. Love you too, Chillin. Kroll Show, have not watched. Movie, short, movie, TV movie. Oh, this is the fake thing. Yeah, the Paul Shearer Adult Swim thing. Oh, yeah. Free, fun, fitty fact. I was in the groom's lineup for Major's wedding.
I like this one.
Thank you for following. The League. I don't remember anything about her role in that, but I've watched all of The League, so I'm sure I saw it. United States of Terror, she is actually in quite a bit, but I have not watched this because it was a HBO series when I did not have HBO. Let's see, we got another music video, some more movies. The Berg TV series as Hipster Girl. That sound scared me a bit. I almost took a big poop. I've not seen The Berg, and she's playing a bit role, so I'm guessing we're not going to get anything more in here. Ghost Whisperer. Hope and Faith. Okay. They have her music videos on here from when she was a teenage pop star for a minute in 2005. Another TV series I didn't see. Another TV series I didn't see. Another TV series I haven't watched. She was on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno as Roadkill Easy Bake Oven Girl / Girl Scout. I have not seen that either. Okay. Ooh, upcoming. She's got another TV series coming up called Cry Wolf, which I'm sure I will be watching. And a spy thriller TV series. And something called Skeleton. So she's got a couple more TV series coming up. So once we see those, we can add to our top 10 list. Alright. Your top 10 list is going to be a top 4 list. I think I'll just switch these two around, because I kind of remember her role in Community, and her role in Ms. Marvel was literally a post-credits thing. So, alright, Yun, here's your top 10 / top 4 list of Brie Larson TV roles. Number 1, Lessons in Chemistry. Excellent show on Apple TV+. I recommend it. Number 2, Community. She had a 3-episode arc. And her character was wearing glasses during that. She was not in What If. They had someone else voice Captain Marvel for her episodes. Number 3 is Miss Marvel, when she breaks through the door. And number 4 is The League, when she was in The League for a couple episodes. I don't know. It might have been a scheduling thing. It might have been a Disney doesn't like to pay actors thing. Could have been either of those. So there you go. Your top 4 TV shows. Okay. Fitty knows all the Brie Larson things. I wouldn't say all of them, but some of the things, yes. Alright, now let's try to get into do some actual writing. Starting to get a feeling he might have a bit of an... It is... I resemble that. I know. Anyway, oh, that reminds me. I want to add something to one of our previous scenes because I realized, yes, you have been robbed of buttons. You abused them, so I had to put some restrictions on them. There is still a game button, but it has a cooldown, so you can't spam 10 of them right when I'm trying to end stream. Yes, Major is correct. She is my favorite actress. Really, Un? Really? So we have going back a couple scenes. We have Margaret, our protagonist, meeting a group of witches who try to get her to join them, but she ends up rejecting their offer, and so they cast a spell on her to make her forget things. And I worry that from the text alone, it's not going to be clear enough what they did, so I need to have some extra dialogue from Serafina saying things. Jan, which puzzle would you like to do? Yeah, Major. Um, so last stream, it was after you went to bed. I was getting ready to end stream, and he redeemed like 4 puzzles in a row. And I was like, it's probably just easier to do the puzzles than um, do those. All right, I'm gonna try to write a few words, and then I will do a redactyl puzzle. And we do have an ad starting in a couple seconds, so I'll wait for the ad to finish and then start up the redactyl, because I'll have to think and try to figure out something.
Hey, Peter Parker. You got something for me? 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 Hey, Peter Parker. You got something for me?
Yeah, Major is not a millionaire, but Major is super amazing and the absolute best. So everyone who got their gifted subs, give some thanks and stuff to the Majorist of whiskeys. Yep, rad. And it played the correct number of times, and then it stopped. So it did what it was supposed to do, finally. No, it is not. I would not mind that at all. Alright, we added a line of dialogue that should transition from the previous scene into this one and clarify that she's not going to remember. You won't know when Major becomes a millionaire, but there will be signs. I'll be buying Fitty Pho and Rad Pizza all the time. Yes. Alright, let me open a new window so I can set up a redactyl for chat. I get it. Fitty foe. Alright, how do I set this up? New game. Custom article. I hope you all cannot see my screen. I need to remember the name of that. Still the writer duet yes, it should be that screen. Alright, yeah, I have it in another screen doing the puzzle. Alright, how do I share this? Yeah, I will share my browser, but how do I share the link so people can play it? Team up? Alright, there you go, chat. That is your redactyl puzzle. I will give you a hint, it is not Brie Larson. So to play this game, basically what you do is you click on the link, and it'll give you a Wikipedia article with most of the words redacted. And you have to guess words to unredact them and until you get the title of the article. Yeah, rad. I thought about doing it, but decided that chat might get it too quickly. Ooh, someone got part of the title. And you unfinished the puzzle. Well done. So it's for the cyclic model, which is a... Nope, you got one redeem. So it's a theory that the universe follows an eternal series of oscillations, each beginning with a big bang and ending with a big crunch. We have to do another one? You all are on the thesaurus, right? Okay. It's a false model. Sounds like you'd rather be writing. Who actually writes on writing streams? Yeah, so I don't know the math or anything behind it, but I like the idea of the cyclic model of the universe, and I wrote a screenplay centered around the idea of the universe constantly going between a Big Bang and until it collapses in on itself, and that creates another Big Bang. What is happening? It's basically the big bounce idea. Never seen anything crunch after expanding. Guys, please keep... I mean, as long as Major allows it, it's fine. Alright. Team up. Oh, is it there? Alright, there you go. You got another redactyl. This is your second and final one for this redeem, Yun. If you solve it too quickly, it's on you. Hey, someone finally got a word on the 7th try. Who guessed cheese in pinecone envelope? Nice. Fitty, please. Why? I think Yun knows what it is. Yep. Yep, the Gordon knot. Sorry, Yun, mine can't be as, like, obscure and weird science stuff like yours. Could have sworn it was a Parmesan knot. Yeah, you could. Alright, that's your redactyls. Now you gotta wait before another puzzle. Nope, Yun, you can do that on your stream. Yunsu Redactyl Challenge on Yunsu official streams. Ah, I know, yeah. Yeah, we'll be doing some words on stream when I take a break at 20-ish minutes. You despise words on stream? Yeah, we only do like 2 rounds, because that's how long it takes for me to do what I need to do. Alright, I'm off. Thanks for a lovely stream. Hope we're doing it. Alright, so thanks for stopping by and hanging out. I had the no. Is it the timeout? Oh, okay. Yeah, the locks. Yeah, I didn't realize the locks on the game, and then Major had to explain it to me, and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, and they have the fake letters sometimes. That's because I'm not pooping rad. You got to level 64? Jeez. You should have just stopped at level 54. This command says otherwise. Weege! How's it going, buddy? Hope everything's going well. Hope you're doing alright. And Jaden, too. Also played on someone else that got over 100. It was... Jeez. Yeah, that is crazy. I need to copy Helene's name because of the accents. Dactyl's your main slice. You love that? Yeah, you do. He's still alive for now. Caught the bugger vaping again. Oof. Other than that, all's good. Nice. Makes my encyclopedic knowledge not feel useless. Redactyl is educational. Yeah, it can be. What do I want to say? Different word for runs. Because we do say, yeah. Oh, Major. And Weege. Ew. Judgment in your voice, right? Great minds think alike, and fools seldom differ. Alright, yeah, so in thinking about our previous scene of Helene emerging from a heap of ashes, if we're keeping our movie PG-13. We are going to have to be creative in not showing certain things. But we do need her to find some clothes, so as she's running away, we're just having her find a dress and put it on. And then we're going to get back to what we have. She's a witch though, just make one with magic. That's not really what witches in this world do. Bippity boppity boo. Alright, so she needs to happen upon a stream. But where is that stream? Are we going to put it in the forest? Raised on Sword in the Stone, love that movie. That was one of the... Was that a 90s Disney movie? I don't remember. Everything's running together in my head. But that's not one we watched a ton in my house growing up. We watched... Yeah, I guess that would have been before the 90s. Because we watched most of like the 90s Disney Renaissance movies, like Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid, all of those. So I didn't watch Sword in the Stone a lot. I was born in the 80s, so late 80s or early 90s. Yeah, I was born in the 80s as well. Outside locations. Outdoor locations. Oops. Should probably turn off location data. So we've already used like a forest, and we've already used plains and like a beach. Way better than Cinderella because the witch and wizard were both freaky cool and boy was hopeless. Now that I think about it, kind of like Discworld Pratchett vibes. A grove. What is a grove? A small forest, an orchard of fruit trees. I feel like a grove would be a place with a stream. Yep, we're gonna say grove. Alright, so she ran away from the settlement. She got a dress. She's out of sight of the settlement. In a grove. She's been running. She's going to be breathing heavy. She looks over her surroundings and doesn't see anyone. Probably need to change no one in sight because we have sight there and sight there. No one around. Does she have a structured settlement, but she needs cash now? Something like that. They're opening an official movie studio in my hometown, first ever. This will coincide nicely with the yearly film festival that has grown to over 100 films. Nice! Weege is gonna have more movie studios in his hometown than I do. Well, not my hometown, that wouldn't make sense for there to be any there, but nice, still. Has it really been 20 minutes already? Yun, are you gonna make me increase the time limit on these? Alright. Thinks we might need an official timer. Alright. Team up. Is it copied? There you go, there's your redactyl. What? Pizza wasn't in there? Seems sus. I'm guessing Rad is the I can't even think. Snail. Dang it, you figured it out. You only got 4 out of 20 guesses correct, though. Alright, that's your redactyl. How is that even possible? Alright, we're almost an hour in. Gonna take a quick break. I'm also out of tea. Was fit? No, I wasn't playing Rad. Yun was the swords. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break. I need to refill my tea. I'll put some words on stream up, and then I will be back. And Major is in charge. have returned. My tea is still too hot to drink, but I have more tea. Hi, back, I'm Rad. Hi, back. Hi, Rad, I'm back. I had to copy the link. And I wanted to copy Helene's name. Okay. Oh, that's right. Alright, so she made her way to the stream, started to clean her face. She heard moving nearby and called out the name of the only person she wants to find, Margaret. But it's not Margaret. Dun dun dun. Oh, that's why. Okay, that's better. So my mouse has this button next to the mouse roller, and if you click it, it shifts the mouse from like having, what would this be called? Like notches in it, versus if you unclick it, it just has infinite. It has no resistance in it, which I do not like. I like having the little notches. So I accidentally hit my mouse and undid that. recommend the Lift ergonomic mouse from Logitech. Takes a little to get used to because it's sideways, but huge difference for ergonomics, and the scroll wheel can do short scrolls or long scrolls depending on how much you spin it. Your arthritis loves it. Okay. Yeah. One of the issues that I have with trying to find a good mouse is, like, I have somewhat large hands, and so, like, a lot of mouses feel very, like, tiny in my hands, and they don't feel particularly comfortable. So I always try to find, like, bigger ones that I can, because it just, like, feels better in my hand. That sounded really bad. Anyway. Okay, so how would Serafina... you should see if you can find a place to try it out because it's good size and the buttons are long, so we click from further back. But yeah, I can imagine it's challenging. Yeah. Oh, no worries. Like, I've told people before, like, if I wanted to just write with no distractions, I would not try to do it while streaming. So, yeah, anyone feel free to chat and say anything at all. Just about anything at all, within reason. It is completely fine. Anything within reason, Bo. But hi, welcome in. Hope you're doing alright. Do coworks in writing and reasoning because ADHD needs the body. Okay. Alright, Jan. What puzzle do you want this time? You want another redactyl? Alright. Alright. Here you go. New redactyl puzzle, courtesy of Yun. Oh, Bo's retired from streaming? Yeah, you still get a shout out. What, Jan? I should just leave this up and get back to writing and see if you all finish this before the end of stream. Sorry, it has nothing to do with Lord of the Rings. That would be funny if I did Brie Larson again. Director with less than 10 references to Hollywood. You were saying the other ones were too easy, so I had to go deep, and this is a screenwriting stream, Yun. So you kind of asked for this. That was a very big guess. Number 69, well done. Nice. It's alright, terrible novelist. Yun has done the same thing before. Yeah, Twitch is weird because I have 2 underscores at the end of my name. I do not know who you rated then. Sorry. And chat, you can just let me know when you want some hints. No hints. Alright. Brad said no hints. She founded a studio for sure. Yes, she did. Brooklyn? I don't know. Do I just type words hoping to get Basically, yes. Yeah, so what this is, Bo, is a wiki article with most of the words redacted, and so you guess the words until you can figure out the title of the article. And right now we are up to 169 guesses. You have to go to the link that I posted to guess. Someone got part of her name. Nice Google there, Young. Alright, yeah, so Elise Guy Blanche is considered the first female director of movies ever. She originally worked for the Lumiere brothers, and the story is she was one of the first people to come up with the idea of taking their invention of recording motion pictures on a film camera and using that to tell stories. She started making films in France, and then she eventually moved to America with her husband, and she opened a studio called Solax Studios in New York. And this was all before Hollywood. And so when Hollywood came up, she tried going out there, and because she was a woman, she was not able to really do anything. So it's very unfortunate. But I think she is, in the history of film, a person that not enough people know about. Had zero chance of getting it otherwise, but in fairness, I had all the right info. Yeah. You got to most of the right info. Yeah, 1950s and older. I mean, much older than 1950s. Right in Hollywood. Oh no, I've already said, like, that is not something... Oh, the other 54. Yeah, she didn't invent anything as far as I know, but, like, well, she came up with the idea. or is credited with coming up with the idea, and she was definitely groundbreaking in her own right. She was also supposed to come up, or supposed to be the first woman to make a feature-length film in America, but unfortunately, her husband was fooling around with another female director, and I think it was her. She ended up being the first woman to make a film in America, and Elise Guy ended up becoming the second. Tell stories with a film camera? It'll never catch on. Exactly. Using restroom, rehearsing some... Oh, reheating. Rehearsing. Oops. Ah, artistic. Forgot that was the type of director. Yeah. Yeah, women groundbreakers are often unknown. Like, I feel like a lot more people have heard of... What's his name? The guy who did the Moon movie. I don't, my brain's not working. Um, why can I not think of it? Trip to the Moon. George Millay. He's kind of the most famous and often considered like the first film director, but he was working around the same time as Elise Guy as well. Well, the lady has 5 names, hard to remember all 5 names. Name hog. Ideas that lead to breaks in ground equal inventions. Fair, yeah. Yeah, I might have been too pedantic, but yes. I usually think of inventions as creating something newly tangible. I don't know. It's fine. True, I never heard of the first woman miner. Get it? Miner. Breaking. Frat. Alright, there you go. You got your redactyl, and I talked long enough that you'll probably be able to redeem another one in like 5 minutes. Well, now Yun, now you know. Invention being an object, material creation rather than a concept. Yeah, that's probably where my mind was more at. Mariners! Hi, hello, welcome in. Hope you're doing alright. Many of Da Vinci's inventions weren't realized until decades after his death. Yeah. Thank you for shouting out Mariners, Major. Was playing a game, so missed the raid. Rude. Exactly. Nope, that's Major. Yeah, Major got that joke. That one was just for Major and probably no one else in chat. Is the screenplay? I'm trying to. We are getting slightly derailed every 20 minutes. Like 4 lines today. all that. We have 183 words. Not my fault. Yeah, not your fault this time. You need to get your streamer in line, though. Yes, Yun. Who? Major is... With many hours of... Yeah, Major has many hours of streaming experience. Well, to be fair... Yeah, I did give chat permission to distract me. So sorry Yun forgot his meds today. Yeah, he's gotta start taking them. Yeah, Major knows all the streamer things. Like, if she decided to start streaming, she'd hit the ground running. Major would gift herself subs. Don't mention meds. Tomorrow is the last I have, which means I have to go to the pharmacy either today or tomorrow. Yeah. I am very happy my my pharmacy mails mine to me. I just have to remember to order them early enough that they arrive before my current batch runs out. Major got that Shark Tank money. I've managed to get completely off. Oh, I've managed to get completely off my meds with the help of my psychiatrist. Yeah, being able to order mine online and get refills directly is been very helpful for me because I don't have to go with the pharmacy, deal with any of that. I just go to their website and do it that way. No, yeah, and that's good. But, like, if people are going to get off their meds, I strongly agree they need to do it with the help of a psychiatrist or a medical professional who can help them and not try to do it on their own, because that's where negative things can happen. In other news, I have 5.4k points. Yeah, Major. Last time this all happened at the end of stream, but I didn't have Redactyl in the list, so that's probably my fault. Alright, I have to think of something else. What do I have around my apartment that I can do a Redactyl with? I don't know. We'll try this. Way to go, be a complete mess without mine. Scrolling. Mental health is million comorbids. I'll play it. Yeah. Heart needs taken care of. Pain meds need med. Yeah. Wordle. Do Wordle. 50 do. We already did Wordle on Yunstream. I have a list of I don't know. No, this one's probably going to be too easy. Yeah, I think Mariners wants to do Wordle. Red, did you see TMNT 2? The Secret of the Ooze has their, I think they were saying 35th anniversary, and it's back in cinemas. Wild. Wordly. Second best movie ever. If you say so, Rad. Alright. We got another Redactyl. Like I said, this one's probably going to be much easier than the previous one, but I can't think of anything, so you get what you get. Yeah, I should just start doing Brie Larson every time Yun redeems it. You're giving up, Mariners? I haven't seen the little swords yet, so I don't know if Young got a different icon or he already knows it so he's not trying. Okay, yeah, he does. Redactyl on mobile is all. Okay. Yeah, and I'm guessing you're the drama comedy faces. Mariners, you'll find out when chat solves it. Or Yun tells you, because I think he knows what it is. I don't wanna win. I meant, okay. Alright, so for next stream, I need to remember to set the timer for game time to 30 minutes and only allow one Redactyl per stream. And if you all want a hint, let me know. There you, yeah, Yun just was like, alright, I'm gonna finish it. The Hero with a Thousand Faces. It was the first book I saw when I looked at some of my books. It is a work of comparative mythology by Joseph Campbell. So, this is the book in which the hero's journey story structure is first theorized by Campbell as the monomyth. Basically saying that most myths across most cultures follow the same story structures. Joseph Campbell. Did I say something else? I might have. I don't know. I'm on the struggle bus. Major apparently does not like Redactyl. I shall have to play this game on my own. Stupid game. Oh, Yun's read this book as well. Oh, you teach the hero's journey? Yeah. Yeah, so the hero's journey has become kind of the standard for a lot of modern screenwriting. It was first most popularized in screenwriting with Star Wars, because Lucas used the hero with 1,000 faces and the hero's journey specifically for a lot of the story structure of Star Wars. And it's still being used by a lot of stuff today. And you can trace back, like, Lord of the Rings was influenced by it. Most major movies, like I said, most major movies nowadays follow the hero's journey. I am getting a little slap happy if you hadn't noticed, but that's okay. We will continue on. It's very common in novels too. Well, commercially successful. Yeah. Alright, Major. Yeah. Take care of your itchy eyes, if they are itchy. Yeah, it's kind of the standard popular story arc. I am now mod? No. If that's what you're gonna do, I should make you a mod. I mean, wait, no. You're not a mod. Learned about it in 2011 when a director taught Screen WA with examples primarily from pic. Yeah. No more redemption. Ah. Alright, Yun. Yeah, get some sleep. You need to wake up early, and you have a big day tomorrow with a long stream. For anyone interested, we are doing a community beta read on Yun stream tomorrow. I'm showing the second part of my horror screenplay that I've been working on. So we're going to read that tomorrow on Yun stream. I will post in my Discord when I'm about to go live. And then we also have the town hall that Yunsu is hosting on April 11th, along with Levington and Book Lover. So if that sounds interesting to you, stop by, hang out. All the stuff, all the things. Oh yeah, and Rose will be... Oh, she is going to for sure? Nice. Yeah, she was really good last time. Will there be redact? Yeah, Yun loves the redactyl. Usually at the beginning of his streams he will do some, and I think maybe during breaks. But I'm not 100%. But yeah, he likes doing the redactyl. At the beginning of his streams he does a bunch of word puzzles to start off stream. All the redactyls. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start coming up with ideas for mine and like have a separate document. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Just there are concepts and ideas out there for whatever I'm thinking about. Procrastination might be a good one. Tomorrow we might do... Okay. Yeah, I feel like, I don't even remember what it is. The third puzzle you do, for whatever reason, like, my mind is able to do that one. Rattle, yeah. Rattle is on my wavelength. And, like, maybe the first or second redactyl, but after that, like, I start fading quickly. Yeah. Yeah, the last 2 days I've gotten, I think, all of them, but like 1 or 2. So, yeah. For whatever reason, like that puzzle, like my brain is just on it. Who else is here? Helene, that's who I want. Mariners, you can't call anyone else a show-off with the word puzzles. You never get any. That's because you're never around for puzzles anymore.
I like this one.
Hi, hello, welcome in. Thanks for the follow. Hope you're having a good day. Oh, you're in book stream? Yeah, fair. Alright, so where would Seraphina take the conversation from here? Because she needs to say she's a witch, but I don't know if she'd just come out and say it. She would want to be more dramatic than that. No, Mariners, no. That is not true. Maybe like 20 years ago I could have. 12 hours? Probably not. I got too much stuff to do. Brad told me you were. That was your first mistake. He lied. 8 hours? I don't know. 6.7 hours? No. Apparently, the whole 6-7 is no longer a thing. Yeah, Old Man Fitty can barely do 2. Yeah, I usually stream for about 2 hours, Rebecca. Because, like, Tuesday and Thursday, I'm coming off working a full day. 6.9 hours, that's still a thing, right? Yeah. Yes, that is still a thing. I don't know, that's what I heard, Mariners. I was listening to a movie show on YouTube, and the guy was saying he was hanging out with his nephews who are younger, and they said, yeah, 6-7 is no longer a thing. So, I don't know. That's what the kids are saying. Shh. I told you he was keeping the 24-hour stream surprise. Oh, rad. Alright, Major's back. And her eyeballs are rejoicing. Excellent. Major, don't listen to Mariners. He is lying. Yes, Major. Yes. There you go, stream. If you want a 24-hour stream, that's it. And asterisk on that, in-person co-host, not streaming co-host. Mariners, go ahead. Yeah, organize that. Get that all set up. Go for it, Rad. Mariners, that's slander, lies, and slander. I am not banned. Now he knows why she hasn't been replying. No. Not that guy. I don't send unsolicited messages to people I do not know. I do not send repeated unsolicited messages to people I don't know. Unsolicited screenplay. Oh man. Yeah. Be in my screenplay. Yeah, I figure it's okay to send someone one unsolicited message, but if you continue to do it, then it becomes weird and creepy. Be in my screen blocked. Yeah. Yeah, Rebecca, you're absolutely right. You probably wouldn't even get her agent, you'd get like a personal assistant. Okay. Where do I take this conversation? How do I get this conversation to where I need it to go? The eternal struggle. Plus these, I can tell if it's AI bot. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's probably a good rule of thumb. Just assume everything's fake. Bree, my Valarsentine. No, I do not use AI for writing Mariners. We do not do that in this household. My screen is blurry? It might be Twitch. It might have thrown you down to a lower resolution, because it appears okay on my end. But if anyone else is having the issue, let me know. Okay, it was Twitch. Okay. Thought it was blurry because Major took out our content. Not blurry. Twitch was twitching. Yeah. Rad. Rad, you made a funny. Not Redactyl. No more Redactyl. Helene. Scraphina. Yeah. Someone said, oh no, Brad. Uh. Okay, it was just a joke. Alright. Well done, Rad. You got me. Telling them we played Redactyl though. Is the puzzle finishing the... Yeah, at this point it might be. We've got through... We wrote one page in a little bit. Jeez, yeah. See, but one page in a screenplay... And this one is probably going to be like one... Oh, it's like 1/100th. Still not that good. But it's better than one page in a novel. So do you send these to producers and directors or... I do not know how it works either. I just write. The answer was movie Smurf Ninjas. Alright. Yeah, Mariner's like, that's the most difficult thing about trying to become a screenwriter because, like, it says surf? Oh, surf ninjas. It's getting late, Rad. Smurf ninjas would be funny. Start by sending them to agents. They have, I'm guessing, interns that can help you reach producers and directors. Oh, they have ins that can help you reach producers. Yeah, but even, like, especially with screenwriting, like, trying to find a manager, like, no one takes unsolicited material. So, like, everyone that I've heard talk about screenwriting and how they got their start, it's like, oh, I worked really hard, I wrote all these screenplays, and then I reached out to this person, and then I got hired onto... It's like... It is... Major like Smurf Ninjas? Nice. It is like, unless you know someone who can connect you with someone, like, it is pretty much impossible. So that's why, at this point, I've come to pretty much accept that this is just going to be more or less a hobby for me. But if something happens, that's awesome. But I'm really not expecting it. Alright, Major. Yeah, yeah, it is end of stream time, so yeah, I just wanted to finish that thought on the page. Yeah, Fiddy needs to tap out. When he starts reading Surf as Smurf, yeah, that's when it's time to stop streaming. Because your baby streamer can't do 24. Alright, let's see if anyone I follow is streaming, so we can do a raid, or if anyone has suggestions. Let me know. None of the usual writers. We raid over to our streaming. I don't know who to raid. Major's going live. Oh, Major's gonna write her own movie. Why can I not raid you, Rad? Did you block me? Major's gonna write her own movie and send it to Brie Larson. No, no, Major would never do that to me. I don't have. It said I couldn't raid you. Let's go raid this person. Oh no, I know what I did. I put the @ sign in there when you're not supposed to do that for the / commands. Alright, I looked up who was streaming for writing and whatever category this is. Alright, we're gonna go raid someone new. Hopefully they're cool. We'll find out. Yeah, thank you everyone for stopping by, hanging out, chatting, lurking, doing all the stuff, all the things. I will be back on Sunday with the next stream. As I also mentioned, I will be on Yunsu's, oh, thank you for the raid messages, Major. I will be on Yunsu's beta, read night tomorrow for my horror screenplay that I wrote on my own. So if you want to come by and check that out, I will also be posting on the Discord when that's about to start up. We're also doing a town hall in mid-April on the 11th. Where we're going to talk streaming and writing and stuff and things, and probably play some more Redactyl. Yes, I am a town hall rat. That's all I got. Thank you everyone again for hanging out and bearing with me through my sore throat and getting derailed constantly. Hope you all have a good rest of your week, and I will see you next time.
Thanks for checking out my channel. Do whatever you want. Live your life. I hope you're happy in your body. Much love to you, and see you around.
Hi, what's up, dudes? Beep boop. Hello, fellow human.